Hey, I'm Mr. Con. Welcome back to Ride 3, where last time out on the 250cc bikes, we're at home on those legendary two-strokes. Now, we're discovering the world. The most beautiful country tracks as we're the trip master. And you may see at the bottom, yes, I've already tried to record this, but unfortunately my audio is all buggered up, so having to do this again. So you can see we've got single races to do and a point-to-point to do, as well as motorbikes have always been a symbol of free travel because they allow you to enjoy the landscape without filters. It's no coincidence that motorcyclists are great connoisseurs of the most beautiful roads and routes, helping to make some of them iconic. So first up, it is heading to Italy for a 5-mile circuit around the Garda lake. And we will be riding on the Cassi GPZ900R Ninja from 1989. As if you have seen the film Top Gun at least once, you won't have failed to notice Tom Cruise riding a red and black Kawasaki GPZ900R. But the Ninja is also famous for the double at the 1984 Tourist Trophy in the production class just a few months after the factory release of the first prototypes. Over the years, the manufacturers provided numerous improvements, and the 1989 model is one of the most successful, as it talks about the tyres and talks about the engine, as well as the Ninja has 500 RPM and reaches a maximum of 9,500 RPM. And the power of 108 horsepower, maximum torque is 85 newton meters at 8,500 RPM. There's a characteristic 80s style, some will like it, others not. But once you get on it, it'll be difficult to get back off. Let's see if we find that the case. As I believe this is the first time we are around these roads in Italy, around the beautiful waterfalls. Look at that in the background. So we are looking down at a Kawasaki. The first time, probably should have looked in the wing mirrors. So our guy disappeared as get underway for 2 laps. Bit sluggish. Get out first. Oh, but now we're motoring. So towards the first corner. That's a bit aggressive. For a second. We've got the run on the Yamaha to the inside, as I hope there's a hairpin coming up. Looks like there is. It's all a bit wide. And the power nice and early out the hairpin. As you motor away. And we've still got the same difficulty, 100%, but set to automatic kind of balancing for each track. As it was kind of half good, half bad with the 250, so we'll see if it's a bit better in the championship. As oh, you did down there. Look at the steering to the right hand side, just beautiful. Let's go around these mountains, and 1.4 seconds up already. That's when I tried this previously. I did it on a naked bike. It was a bit slower, but I had good acceleration, so that's why I chose it, and that was a horrible choice. So as you can see, this is a bit like Tenerife, very flat out. Let's go for the left. That was a bit slow, but we're 3 seconds up. Looking very good. As we go uphill, past the shots, past the people, up into a hairpin. You'll see me go down to second, not down to first, because the bike doesn't like first goes. You may have noticed at the start. So it's much better to get it down to second, just be smooth. The braking, getting on the power as well. We may lose a bit in acceleration, but it's worth it. The only time we really go down to first is for that tight hairpin. Or for some hairpins, depending on how tight it is. Seems like these hairpins are alright though. As you got the camber, you got the uphill nature, you got the downhill as well. So not too much to worry about. So 2.4 ahead. Didn't need to brake through that corner, that's easy for that. This right-hander though, definitely not for that. Pound nice and smooth. Head into the left, brake way too much for that. As we accelerate, across the start-finish line for the first time onto the second lap. 3:04. We're just 1.7 ahead now. So Ryder Gate behind is gaining on us. You can definitely hear them now as well. Pound nice and early. Down this back straight. I'm loving this course though. Of course, it being very quick helps, but just fantastic elevation as well. Spectacular setting too. Really does help. It's a bit like that course that used to be in Forza 4, I think, where they had all the cobble roads. It was pretty tight. Actually, might be in Gran Turismo as well. They had a similar track. But yeah, I love those two tracks as well, even though they're incredibly difficult. This is not as difficult. We're still 1.6 up, but it's in the second after that where we lost time, which we're heading into now. Nice and slow down early, nice and smooth on the power. That's what we need to do in every corner. They are trail braking very deep though. So if it's not too much braking. That's that guy behind us. Doesn't seem like he's catching now. He's actually getting a bit more distant. And so I didn't need to brake that hard. We've gone to power much earlier. Bit out of the groove there. Power nice and early. That was a bit wide. What's in the gap is almost 3 seconds out. So looking incredibly good. Just a couple corners to go. Didn't even need to brake for that corner. Just need to let up on the gas slightly. Has. It's going to be a winning debut then, in quotation marks, on our Kawasaki around this course. So he's absolutely smashed it credits wise as well. So 3 stars. Fantastic start on board our Kawasaki. It was the Suzuki GSX R750 trying to catch up to us, but we were quicker by 3.5 seconds per lap. So next up is a visit to the stake in America. As I believe this is our first time visiting here. Hopefully it doesn't bite on us. As we are revving up under the setting sun here in America. That is pretty gorgeous. Let's get underway for 2 more laps of fun. Bit of a longer course though, 7 miles. So we're storming into the second, storming into the lead after 1 corner. Well, do you like this track already? So this is a bit tricky under the tunnel. Definitely take that much better. Then through the next tunnel as well, didn't need to lift that much. So just look how wide open these roads are. Let's go 150 miles per hour. We've already got a 3-second lead. Looks like we've got some tricky corners coming up. Now it looks like it is flat out again. Unbelievable this. thought Tenerife was high speed. For those sections at the Italian circuit high speed. Look at this. Is that a tight corner? It looks like it is a tight corner. And then it does get a bit more twisty now. Like we've had our high speed fun. Now it's serious business. Because we've got a 5-second lead. Absolutely ridiculous. It's good to see a crowd coming out. There's now got to be brave. Got to be flat out through here. Didn't need to lift there. It's this corner I'm thinking of where you maybe need a slight lift. So that's a bit wide. Just going for the late apex, you know. And then into the left. Heavy braking, because now we got hairpins everywhere. You can see why it's called the snake now. It really is coiling on us. That was not good. Don't want to play with the throttle. Just want to be smoothly on the brakes and smoothly off the brakes. Don't want to be in between. Like playing with your food. Like it sounds like we were doing there. It's still got a 5-second lead. I have no idea why it's looking back. Might have accidentally hit the other stick. I think that's what nut back is. So that's a bit wide. Got to do better than that on the next lap. Even with our lead. Don't want anyone catching up to us. So once again it's doing it. I swear I'm just leaning forward on this thing. I think that button was actually hitting my steering wheel. So that's why I was looking back. Okay, so we're going a bit backwards now. Hopefully we won't have any more distractions. Now it's got a tight hairpin coming up. That's cost us a few seconds, that distraction. Which isn't good. Has it got across the start-finish line? And you can see you lead by just 3 seconds now. Should be 5. Let's go. I think I've chosen the right time to apply the power. Yes, definitely. And again into the next tunnel. Then flat out speed. Well, until this right-hander. So we've gained a second back. Yes. That's what we needed. Has to get a bit slow in the second half of this lap. Not due to us accidentally looking back either. See that countryside out there. The sun just peeping up over the ridge. It's pretty nice to look at. These wide open roads, so you approach 170 miles per hour. It's not too bad through the left, or through the right and left. Absolutely hate that right-hander though. So tricky to do. Is now we're 6 seconds up. Let the crowd go wild to the left-hand side. They can barely stand. Seeing it just surge ahead. Go flat out through this. Through that village. And a bit wide. But that's okay because there's a double apexer. And the power's slightly early. Now we're really into the hairpin. And into the next, using a bit of the engine braking. And again, playing with our food there when we should have just, swallowed it whole. That's better for the right. Can never remember which corners are the tightest through this section though. Oh, that's definitely tight. In through this section as well. This kind of reminds me as well of the Romania roads in V-Rally 4. Being tight and twisty. Lots of hairpins, undulation. Except on these roads are a bit more wide open, a bit quicker. Thus you can't really see what's coming up next. Don't just kind of turn in on yourself like you do on that course. That's on the power way too early. I know it's uphill, but so it's a bit of a bend there. So once again, we just stormed to the front early. And I haven't looked in trouble since then, despite my best attempts at confusing me. I'll definitely get rid of that button for next event, though. Just get it unmapped. Don't need a look back button anyway. Especially when we're ahead by a country mile. I can cross the line. Under 4 minutes 10 as well, fastest lap. Did love that course. Just a shame we didn't have more of a battle, as you get 3 stars. We win by just under 5 seconds, fastest lap, a couple of seconds quicker than anyone else. So feedback unbinded, and now we head to Tenerife for a finish 4th on our first attempt round the shorter full mile course. Let's see how we do in some gorgeous Spanish sun. And here we are looking down, no doubt we'll lead after the first corner. With the way it's been going so far. Now to get a pretty slow start though. But this thing really kicked into gear after 3rd gear. So already up into 4th. And then we've got some heavy braking going on, unfortunately. Try and get past 3rd. Try and sneak by maybe into the left. No, not allowed. Now break ourselves into the right. No. Let's have to dab the brakes slightly there. Now I swear you can maybe take that flat out or close to flat out. You go downhill. Absolutely crazy, that section. It's into the dirt again. Come on. And way too much braking there, so top 2 are getting away. Go for this. Could be long right-hander, just waiting to pick up the throttle. There's all rider in front to slow down, right in the middle of the course. So it looks like we're fighting for 3rd, unfortunately. We go for the final corner. But the bike loves that flat out. Make the move for 3rd before the start-finish line. And they're nice and smooth on the power. Let's see if we can try and catch up to second then. How unlikely it is. As we've got like a 3 second, 4 second gap in front. And we've still got the attention of 4th right behind us. Once again, the bike doesn't stop for that corner. And here comes 4th. As we're 4 seconds back. We just see shadows in front of us. They take a little bit of a jump as well. I suppose he still managed to stay upright after that. Slow down a bit too much. Bit wide. Get on the power. That's now we're 5 seconds back. I don't get how Tenerife is so unbalanced compared to all the other circuits, it feels like. Or to most circuits at least. At least this version of Tenerife. The other version is actually pretty decent, but this version... so 5.5 back. Despite being able to go flat out through this final corner. Unbelievable the grip that the bike has through that. It's like easy for that. As you go towards the line, at least we get a star. Coming in 3rd. It's an improvement. We probably need upgrades to get another few stars. Has 1 added to the total, and our fastest lap is 3.5 seconds slower. Bloody hell. So next up is a visit to Finland, as well as a circuit we've been to before. As it was a circuit we've been to previously, except it was in the pouring rain. Now we've got some gorgeous sun as we get underway for another 2-lapper. They accelerate away beautifully. This thing really does punch it when you get up out of second. That's a bit ambitious down the inside of the Ducati for 3rd, but it sticks. Now let's see if we can catch the top 2 as we go into a fast chicane. Remember how tight this circuit was as well. What's the rider in front doing, braking in the middle of a corner? Another flat out corner as well. We're up into second as now we go down these fast country roads. First making a break for it though. Not quite in slipstream range unfortunately. As we're 1.2 seconds back. We just about hold on to second because we were kind of forced wide there. Kind of had to take the shortcut. Well, remember we're pretty good in the chicanes. Shown by that. Easily take the lead. Oh, and then he swarms around our outside. Good fight back as we go over the bridge. Got a battle on our hands here. And how wide do you want to go in that corner? That was a bit ridiculous. And again, rear just sliding. It's been a course we've previously ridden around. I expected to do much better than this. Expect to be leading by 10 seconds already. How we did in the first couple of races. So we've got a battle on our hands here. So we swoop by everyone. To over 150 miles per hour. Now we've got to pick our braking point for this first corner. That seems decent. Once again, rear end wants to get out. But it's those chicanes, that's where we're going to be making up time. So we're 1.4 seconds back.
That's a bit wide for the right-hander. But I'm ducking down, I'm tucking in. Hopefully you get some slipstream thanks to this. Doesn't quite like it though. So you go, getting the rear end out, really cutting speed through there under the brakes. And now the next chicane is ridiculous. Has to go a bit wide though. But we still hold the lead on the exit. Now we just got a few tight corners to go. So go downhill, that's better. Then into the next right and left. Let's clip the apexes. Accelerate away. It sounds like the other guy's right on our tail. As we blast towards the start-finish line, who's going to win then? Because he's got the toe. But it seems like we've got enough. Yes! Da-da, victory. Yes, no doubt we're celebrating that. And 5 stars there to the total. We'll take that as we set the fast lap by 2 seconds, but won by 1.5 seconds at the end. It sounds like they were much closer behind. So next up is the longer Tenerife layout, 5 miles long. That's now around the circuit we do recognise here in Tenerife, the one where we expect to do rail round. As you get a very good start. Everyone's in the way though. Trying to block us here. Let's get nicely up to second. Past the Suzuki into the lead. Let's all that brake to pit late. Into the left. That's a bit better into the right, but now we're dragging that Suzuki up the hill with us. Give it a nice beautiful toe. You really can hear them behind as well. Sounds like they're right behind us, pushing us up here. Until we get the 5th and 6th, and then, just like in Finland, seems like we got the speed advantage. We do lead nicely. But it's the second after that where we tend to do worse round here, if I remember. So we'll see how long we can hold on to this lead. So go into this left-hander. Try and case some speed through there. And now downhill, flat out. Hold on to your butts. So it's a bit wide through the left. Caught some dirt. But we still lead by around 4/10. Braked way too much for that corner. I think it's this corner I'm thinking of where you have to brake very slowly. No. What is the tight right hand I'm thinking of? Is it this one? Hello, Suzuki. No, it must be this right hand I'm thinking of. That's impossibly tight. It is, yeah. Just a few corners early then. Braking heavily. That's alright through the left. Not the dirt on the exit though. Let's go into the final corner. Making a bit too deep. As long as we don't go too wide on the exit. There we go, that's not too bad. We just about lead going across. Start finish line just half a second, should I say, between us. And again, we like this first sector, this first half of the lap. So if we can build a good enough lead in this first half, should hopefully have enough to hold it in the second. As while this Kawasaki does sound very computerized, like it sounds for this bike, it's not too bad. Sounds like it has a husky growl to it. And got the power hard like I just did. It's only by 2 seconds. Talk about building a gap. That's more than enough. There you go, that husky growl when you got the power. That was pretty nice. And this bike is as old as I am, from 1989. Well, that makes me feel old. Let's go through this section downhill. Easy for that. Now so you're not slightly offline. I'm really backing up that corner, getting a nice exit. Why didn't we do that earlier? Try the same for this corner. Well, we hit some dirt. That was not good. Because now we've got a 3-second lead. A bit wide through the right. So now we've got some tight corners coming up. That's not too bad. Still a hairpin from hell. So hellish, it makes my voice jump a couple octaves. But still have a decent margin, I think, behind. 5.4. How have we made up so much in that section? They're right behind, make a mistake. It's now into the final corner, run it out wide. And just wait to get on that power. And nailed it. And go across the line. Just like I saw the cable cars hanging. That must be a good vantage point for the race. As up to rank 87. Look at all those credits. We'll be rolling in it. As now 6 stars get awarded. And our fastest lap is 5.5 seconds faster. Come on. So finally, we head to the North Schleife for the point-to-point race. So for the final time aboard this Kawasaki in this championship, we nut down and rev it up. Not for 2 laps, but for a percentage now. To try and get a decent start on the grass. As we start with the flat out section here. It's already up to second. So what the hell is the leader doing in front? So try and make the move. Not able to make it through. So we're right on the tail second, less than a second behind. On the tail first, shall I say. So trail braked a bit too much there. But nicely through this section. So he defends the inside. Do a bit of curb hopping to take the lead. Well, it's a bit aggressive. It's now through miss. Hit. Miss normally. Or miss, as it's now known. Oh, it's coming back down our inside. I saw too much curb there. God, the curbs are so weird around here. It does remind me of Forza 4 and how they did a bad scan job of the North Schleife. This circuit feels the same, like, don't understand the elevation in some places, don't understand how wide open some corners are and how closed in some others are. It's a bit weird around it. As I think we're now heading into the flat out section, so we've lost this. That's how we're going to end with seconds. That's why I wanted to make that aggressive move early on, see if we could get an advantage. So here we are, closing massively on first. Can we make a dive into the left hand? Are we brave enough? Are we close enough? Nope. So we're not even going to get stars, are we? No, just going to hold on to third. God's sake. I had to try it. Of course it didn't work out though, as we've definitely wrecked our Kawasaki. So you've already got second previously, so we've already got 3 stars. And that's what we would have got anyway, but there's some work to do there. Maybe an engine upgrade. I mean, we get the stars there. Same with in Tenerife earlier, as the engine upgrades definitely did seem to work on the Aprilia previously. So that's our visit. Discovering the world is over. We've got 21 out of 25 stars. Pretty decent in the end. Just those 2 races where we mucked up. So we will get that 2015 Triumph Street Triple RX very soon. But next time, we head to the legends of motorcycling, the most successful racing bikes of the 60s and 70s. I know it doesn't look like we got a bike to compete in, so maybe we have to buy one or win one. We'll see what we have to do. And then next time, you're trying the last of this first level. Unless we complete the volume, then we can try the Kawasaki Ninja ZX 10R Machine Evolution Special. But let's just go the icons next time. Thanks for watching. Let's see what we'll be riding then.